Did you want to go into the story of Crazy Rich Asians?
Sure, it's a funny thing. I would, I have different kind of I don't think I'll ever publish a book of like my business wisdom, but I have just general business knowledge and like being an entrepreneur. And I think as someone who's like, I didn't have millions of dollars to start this business. It was like a very much a small business. It still is. One of my philosophies is take every opportunity given to you and try to maximize it. So don't waste any opportunities, don't miss any opportunities. I would tell that to anyone, um, starting a business. But I met through Hodinkee this gentleman, Kevin Kwan, who wrote this book, and it was a pop up in New York. Kevin came up to me and he said, "I really love your writing for Hodinkee." And I said, "Oh, tell me about yourself." He said, "I just wrote this novel called Crazy Rich Asians." I was like, "Oh, cool, never heard of it," sort of thing. And he said, "I'll send you a signed copy." I said, "That's great." And we exchanged information. He sent me a copy. Fast forward maybe 2 years, he said, "Hey," we had kept in touch, briefly, but he said, "Hey, we're filming the Crazy Rich Asians movie in Malaysia, and I'm sorry this is so last minute. I got this email on a Monday morning my time, but we're needing this watch in Malaysia by Wednesday, and it's like 24 hours ahead of time, so it's already Tuesday, and over there, and or 12 or 13 hours ahead, but it's practically almost Tuesday already. And do you have any ideas right now? This one watch brand called Hublot lent us a watch, but really it's very tacky and gaudy. It's not something the character would be giving her husband as like a, hey, congratulations on your success in the movie and in the book. Her name was Astrid. And I said, let me try because this is a great opportunity for watches. It's a great opportunity for me, etc. So I start writing a few collectors over there. It's very busy because we're in auction catalog season, but I was like, I just have to see if I can be helpful here. And collectors over in Asia and Hong Kong were like, "Are you crazy? I'm not lending my six-figure watch. Like, what the heck is this book and movie, anyways? Crazy Rich Asians. It sounds terrible." I was like, "There's no pressure, man, but it's gonna hopefully be something big." And finally, I contacted another dealer who was a friend of mine. He had just sold this Rolex called the Paul Newman Daytona to a collector in Singapore, named after the actor, and he wrote The Collector, and his wife actually loved the book,
Oh
Crazy
my
Rich
goodness.
Asians. So he was like, it'd be an honor basically to lend this $600,000 watch to the set. And they flew a security guard over from Malaysia to Singapore to get the watch, and there was some insurance paperwork. And then it ended up being in the movie, but I didn't know what it was going to look like. I was waiting for months and months until the movie came out, and I was invited to an early screening in New York, and I'm like, my eyeballs are like this just watching for this scene. And finally they have it and she hands it. The watch is kind of blurry in the photo in the video, but it was still like clear it was a Rolex, and it was very exciting and gratifying to see it in there. Well, it you never know what's going to happen, but I wrote a story about the experience of lending the watch because people were commenting on, as the movie came out, "Hey, I think there's a fake Paul Newman Daytona in this movie." And I was like, "No, it's real. You got to read the story about how this happened." And people were loving it. Rolex actually used it in their Academy Awards commercial last year, that scene. So
Oh,
it was like just an incredible kind of moment. I was like, who would have thought this little effort I did on a Monday to a Tuesday would lead to it being in a Rolex commercial during the Academy Awards? But it's funny.
thank you so much for your time and for listening and or watching. I hope that you found it fruitful, and if you did, I encourage you to share it with others. And if you feel called, I just ask that you like this, that you subscribe or follow, and finally that you support this in one way or another. Be that just a simple prayer or monetarily, of course, helps me to continue to make these. Until next time, thank you again. God bless.